Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a French TV show that I watched yesterday called Inhuman. I think that's the title. But in French it's basically Derapages for those of you who understand French. And basic the crux of the story is that we have a guy that's been unemployed for like 6 years and he gets presented with an opportunity, and then the opportunity ends up being like a role play of a hostage situation. The idea is that they want to stress the employees to see which one can come on top, and on the it just gets bad progressively for everyone involved. That I'm not going to try to spoil it, although probably should, because I'm going to tell you not necessarily to watch this at the end of this review. But yeah, the show in itself, it's not a bad show. It's just a show that really um, create that sentiment in you that is not complete. And I'll say more about it in like a few minutes. But yeah, we have as a main character, as the person that actually carried the whole show, Eric Cantona, which is a ex football player that was turned actor, which doesn't always work for everyone. But yeah, he's had I'm not going to say hit and misses, but average and misses. He's been cast in good roles and some really bad roles where it shows that he cannot act. And the fact that he's carrying the entire thing, this entire series, was worrisome for me, because how do you throw someone who's had limited acting experiences into carrying an entire show which might go on for multiple seasons? The verdict, he is not bad, but he's not the perfect casting for that person, because I'm going to say this: Eric Cantona, as what from what I've seen, in the videos and his old exploits, um, he's a very not angry person, but not even violent. He's like short tempered. Short tempered is the right word. So the scenes where he gets to act short tempered, they resonate because it's close to his to what he's used to what he is as a person. So everything that is outside of this realm of short temper, he kind of doesn't fit at all. Like, it's hard for him to show the emotions needed for some scenes, and it's hard for him to really, how do I put this, convince me, and maybe you too if you watch it, to convince me that he is that person. That he's not just playing a role. For example, and it's kind of a spoiler, but it's not a big spoiler because that's what the whole thing is supposed to be. But the show is trying to make us think that his character is smart, as in the kind of character that plan ahead, that really that has a plan and that can outsmart people. But they don't show anything like from the first three episodes, which were the longest episode, that really, like, just sideways. When you have a show and you use the first three episodes just for establishing the plot, that is bonkers. Like, I was bored by the second. I almost stopped. The only reason why I kept going was because it was a French show, and I've had a good luck. Well, French shows have had a good luck in 2020 because of Arsène Lupin, which was actually not that. It's actually good. Let's just be honest. Arsène Lupin was good compared to what we've been used to getting from France. Because if you remember Marseille, Marseille was horrible. But again, they've been working at it. They've been getting better. So I'm open to give French shows more chance because they might have something, that will make it worth watching and keep watching. So yeah, going back to Eric Cantona's character, they try to make it look like he's smart, but he's well. I wouldn't say he's not, but his peak of smartness of you know it doesn't make sense when you take it out of when you place it into the whole. Like there are moments when he looks like or he speaks because it's narrated all the way through, but he speaks like he's the smartest man in the room. But nothing in those 3 episodes of establishment shows us that he is actually capable of that kind of high intelligence maneuvers. To us, he's just a regular man that has, maybe 1 point above the average IQ, but not the mastermind. That's the thing. He doesn't look. He doesn't. Not only does he not look, but doesn't act like a mastermind, or at least they don't establish it in the beginning that that guy, even though he's going through a rough patch, that guy knows stuff. That guy knows how to handle stuff. That guy has the you know has the IQ of someone that knows how to handle stuff. Because when you throw someone random that you haven't shown anything about his IQ, about the fact that he's really smart, and you show him and push it into a situation where he just ends up outsmarting everyone else, that you know that doesn't fit, and it just pulls me out of it. And then I just kept asking myself question like, how can you be so smart when in episode ago you were so stupid? It's like with Game of Thrones where we are Tyrion where the basically the first 5.5, 6 seasons he was the smartest guy in the room, and then the last 2 seasons he just became dumber as the episode went, and that's how I feel about it. It's like you don't establish that you guy is smart, but you're trying to make him take smart decisions, which conflict with each other. As I was watching, like I said, those three first episodes are basically like the establishment, like establishing the plot, and to me it was way too long. And the one way they could have resolved it is would have been to use like it's not bad if you copy from yourself. So they could have used the technique from Casa de Papel, as in just do flashbacks. Like you start way into the future, and then every time that he enters into a conflicting scene in the future, you just flashback into the back to show how it got to that point. You know what I mean? Like that would have made it seem easier because basically the first episode you can slip through it and you will still not understand anything because they don't really get used in the later season. Like everything gets changed from those 3 episodes, so it's not. Anyway, that was my review, or should I say my rant about aka Derapage. And like I say rant because I wanted to like the show really, but it's like you watch the show and you see that the show has so much potential and it just wastes the potential, and you end up just disliking the show because you feel like this could have been good, this could have been great if they had just tweaked a couple of things. But now they've done a season and I don't think they can change it anymore. Maybe, I mean, if between season 1 and season 2 Eric Cantona gets more acting classes and they try to better the writing, maybe. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend someone to watch it because that's like what 6-7 hours of TV, and for 6-7 hours of TV, there are a lot more out there that you can watch that would make you more fulfilled. But also, I mean, if you're a French person or you like just French TV, this might be perfect for you. You know, it has the semi French, semi US uh, vibe to it. So I actually like it beyond all the issues that we have with the plots and the writing and the acting. Basically, you just have to be drunk while you watch it or high. I think that's what I'm going to do next time. Drunk or high binge.